and good morning as the disco ball of this world turns. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone got some good sleep last night. I think I overdid it. I made us a rack of ribs, and honestly, it's taken us 2 days to eat it. But we had the itis last night. We ate really good last night, and we had some nice baths. We had Epsom salt. It was very restoration. It was restoration around here yesterday. So good sleep for all. Hopefully you got some of that. Happy Thursday to those who are ready to call it quits for the weekend. Who does go to work on a Thursday or even a Friday when it have party? For those of us who knows, we're going to big people parties. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? How are you today? Happy birthday to those who are having a birthday. And congratulations to those who are pregnant. And major blessings to those who are experiencing life changes in a positive way. Also, my condolences to those who are losing people. I have been hearing the ambulance nonstop for weeks now. Um, right, condolences, do things in the right way, follow the way of the will of the person that did pass away. The dead should be respected, even though they might have lived their life in such a way upon this earth that should still be respected. Let people's ghosts go. Okay. All right. That's for someone specific. Okay, I was going to say something before I got on, but I'm going to say it after I finish this verse. Okay, so Psalms 32 is where I am. Psalms 32, here we go. I got my tea and I got my spiel. I'm getting it. I'm getting into it. I had to say that first. Sometimes you have to talk when it's on your mind or you'll forget it. You'll let it go by. So, good morning. This is Nix, your neighborhood love dealer. How are you? Here for your daily dosage. Hopefully, you are doing fine. Hello, beautiful, beautiful people. And hello, not so beautiful people. Some of the ones who, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It's okay. You don't have to wake up happy every day. Every day is not going to be rainbows and sunshine. However, find something or someone to smile about. How are you? How are you? How are you? Today I am drinking my green tea. Hopefully you've taken your Zyrtec, your Allegra, your Lordidine, whatever, your Claritin, whatever you have to take, make sure you do not skip it. If it is not built up in your system, you will not be prepared for the attack. The flowers are going to feel like they are jumping and stomping you. You're going to get lefts and rights. It's going to be womp, 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 womp on your head, your nose, and your allergies. If you are not good about cleaning the corners and the baseboards and the things of your house, you're not vacuuming, be mindful you're going to be gathering up a lot of dust, dander, and whatever comes in from outside, even if you do not have pets. And that also adds to the allergies. Do not fall asleep on your bed in your street clothes. That is really bad. That brings in all of outside, inside, and then you end up sleeping with it. Stop raw dogging the world and then raw dogging your bed, okay? It's the reason why people don't like people sitting on their bed with their street clothes on. It doesn't mean you get naked. It means that you respect the space that you've been allowed in, okay? Everybody's not up for the hanky into the panky. Someone saying don't sit on my bed with street clothes on is not your clue to just be naked when they come back to the room, okay? Nobody wants to see your new ethicas and whatever type of underwears you do got on. Hopefully they're clean in the back, on the inside, in the back, and the front side in the front. Hopefully they're clean. Oh boy, that was not supposed to be as funny as it was. Thoughts. Okay, 32. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer, Selah. I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin, Selah. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance, Selah. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and brittle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord shall mercy shall encompass him about. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. Amen. Selah, 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 Selah. So be it, let it be. All right. And in that, I believe that there were a lot of instructions that I just read, and it actually was good because some stallion, stallion, Spirit says that stallion, um, went wild, wild horses. When I think of you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, 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 wow. When I think of you, all I get is wild thoughts. All right, that's Rihanna and Carlos Santana, right? So there's definitely someone using Santeria, and they're using it by way of they're trying to use whatever Santera um to gain gifts, to gain maybe stardom, status, celebrity, something like that. One of the things that they have to know to gain stardom and celebrity is you actually have to have the talent first. Take not that which was not given. See, God gave the gifts to whoever you're trying to snatch this gift from, whatever the gift is. And you have to be able to wait for your time. Else, if you're not humble, he will humble you. It is no one on this earth that can humble you much better than the Lord himself. And we have some outrageous things going on right now, and I'm going to say and speak up when it comes to our spiritual tribe, our spiritual community. There's been a few spiritual plants. Let me explain. Well, you know how they do industry plants, right? And they have music plants. They have plants all over the place. So let me tell you about this one right here, right? See, a lot of people don't want to really take the spiritual community serious. And by way, they can't really get a lot of us, they can't get our goats because we're really cool. We've been through a lot of life lessons. We've been questioned many of times. People have tried to get us to to ask them for validation and permission to do the things that we're doing, even though we have answered the call and decided that we would be, truth tellers and speak the truth in what we see and hear and what we feel. So, as a last ditch to try to take the credibility away from us, there are a few self-proclaimed witches coming out, and they're making a mockery of the situation. They are saying some of the things, they are using some of the lingo, they are doing some of the things that they see us doing, and they're misrepresenting us out in the world, and they're making it seem as though we are birds of the same feather, even though we are not. I wouldn't dare. I had second hand embarrassment when I seen some of the things that I saw yesterday. It was tuning to a thing. It was a young lady who was stomping about in the airport at the airport portal. I don't know if it was a TikTok or something, but I caught a glimpse of it. She had on a crop top, a white crop top, and she had on some leather looking pants and she had on some tall boots. However, nice outfit, really strapping, a strapping young gal, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful young girl. Had the dreads and everything. Had the uniform. She had the attire of one that would practice spirituality, but the problem I had was with her behavior. She was running about screaming, "I am a witch." She was yelling. She was throwing things, she was pushing things, she was pushing people, she was offending people. She was closed the portal door at the airport at the Frontier. She Frontier Airlines. I don't know if somebody can look it up. They know what I'm talking about. Um and she got up on the information desk, the desk that you go to when you're already in the airport terminal in the portal and you're about to leave. So she got on there and she proceeded to sit there with a signal above her head, whatever she was doing. And she was screaming, "Where is your help? No one is coming to help you." And she was telling people she was going to put them in situations and candles and da 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 da. And for me, the way I understood it to be, because I don't look at anything as a small situation. Oh, she needs to go sit down. I look at it as a big thing because if this is how she's going to be going out and representing the spirituality world, which she thinks you are not who you think you are. You are something worse, something different. You may be the witch you say that you are, because that's what she kept repeating in the airport. And I won't doubt her because the way she behaved was very witchy. I wanted to say the B word, but in this case, I don't know her. But she called herself a witch, so this is what I'll call her. Her behavior was atrocious, and my problem is she uses the same words in which we use to bring peace. Now, because people like a good story and a nice timeline, and people like a sound bit, she chose to use certain lingo in that airport. Now, say you innocently, as a spiritualist, go through the airport and you say some of the same things she say. You wear some of the same things she wear. You look just like she looks. And you come in peace and you don't say it the way she says it, but you say some of the things she says. What is it for them not to gain suspicious that you might have a tendency to be like this woman who was outrageous? And don't get me wrong, some people are just naturally outrageous like that, and they don't claim to be a witch or a spiritualist or anything. Some people are just nuts, not so entitled. They need access. They have to gain access. This and that and that and the third. But if that is in case what she is, then that group should be set apart and we should know them by their fruit. So I just want to bring people aware to this. This young lady was spewing about, and I'm pretty sure this is not the first time, but this is the first time I've seen it done in such a way. That is a misrepresentation of God. She did use God. She did use Jesus in a lot of her talk, and that's a misrepresentation. And this is what causes people to be very suspicious of people from the church and people that pray and people that actually practice our spirituality outright, but we don't practice it to disturb people's peace. We don't practice it to be entitled to anything. We don't practice it for malicious ways and malicious intentions. So when you have a person misrepresenting spirituality in such a way, it gives an ugly distaste and it makes you have to be very discreet about something that you deem is good, that should be good. And I feel as though we actually should be not less discreet about how good the practice is, because we have people out here that are outwardly, maybe they're industry plants by way of getting paid to act like that. Because some people get paid to destroy a people by misrepresenting them on purpose, by way of putting them under the microscope and making them targets. Because if they can't get the collective, the natural collective, to join in the circus, they will pay a clown to then join. I hope you are paying attention to this, because the person that did that definitely, definitely gave me a bitter taste in my mouth. She did. I did not like how she represented. I did not like the words that she said. I did not like how she basically put a very bad description out there of a spiritualist. And a lot of us are light workers. We do not put our hands in things to cause danger, or do things to people who have done things to us. We don't do revenge, because revenge is the Lord's. However, this woman was very, 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 very intensely misrepresenting the spiritual soul tribe. And I don't know if she's a reader. I don't know if she's a spiritualist. I don't know how she's connected to this community, but from the things that she said, you could say it, that she's been around. And if she's coming up like that, then surely others will be emboldened. Remember what happened during the reign of Joram and Athaliah. I'll bring it up again. Joram was the one that got collectoral colitis. He got collectoral colitis. He got cancer. He got anal cancer, right? And he, by any chance, he was married to Athaliah, and she did worship Baal. So you do understand it was a lot of pagan practices. And he was the heir of Jehoshaphat. He knew his spiritual practices. And I'm saying this to say, oh, there was a man in the airport with this lady, and he stood by and he did not intervene. He did not say anything, but you could tell he was with her. And he watched her act a fool. And this woman was even more emboldened by the fact that he was carrying her bags while she was acting a fool. And he's looking at his phone, and she's acting a fool. That man was weak, and she was so beautiful, but the things that she spewed out of her mouth was poison. No doubt this person is very good about taking care of themselves. They're good. They're very confident. You had to be none other than maybe not even confident. I don't know, almost delusional to come off the way this woman was coming off at the Frontier Airlines in the airport in Atlanta. But she was also very masculine in the way that she did things, the way that she stomped about, the way that she was pushing people. I mean, she was like the wicked witch of the West. She really, really was, if you saw that. But we have weak men that embolden women like that. And they don't embolden them like that because they want that woman to be powerful. They embolden that woman like that because they realize in that moment that so-called show of strength, that is that woman's weakest goddamn moment. Yes, she might get 1 million likes and views because people want to see who the idiot was. But she will go down forever remembered as that idiot. She might get a bunch of followers for a point in time because people are going to want to know her business. What brought you to that, and what was the outcome? What is the decomposition of that? But the problem with that is when all the stuff died down, that still was a negative interaction. And that man might be remembered for being around that. Like there's a lot of collateral damage come from that action. Innocent people get caught up in that misrepresentation, such as her and the man. People in the airport can get on the airplane because she was acting a fool. Like she really did disrupt that whole place. And now she probably can't get on the airport, probably can't get on the airplane or whatever. But the issue is, what if you and I go and we look somewhat like her and we speak somewhat like her and we have a situation? Would that automatically give us her fate? Even if we don't act as her, we just look as her. We'll be looked at. People will be looking out the side of their eyes. And this is why I had a problem with it. Either way, K Sarai into the night with her and her man who allowed her to do that because he's going to either gain sympathy from it, maybe fame. He's definitely going to disown her as soon as possible because I wouldn't claim that. But the thing about it is, he didn't step in. So, was he really your support? Or did he help you in your weakest moment be weaker? Because I don't know what the fallout was from that. To me, she would have been detained because she definitely did disrupt. She definitely did hurl threats. She definitely did hex and curse or whatever she did. She did that in the airport. So, just let you know that there are some spiritual plants now. It's now been up to that. So now it's definitely a time of trying to discredit the spiritualists because they're running out of tricks. They really don't want to believe us to the point where they're going to pay others to do these outbursts more outwardly. And they'll be the example. So getting on to more important things because she totally blew me on that. She blew me like I was like, for real, chick, for real. And then she did it in such a cute outfit. I was like, I can't stand her. I was like, man, really? Like she is a whole clown for that. And she wore that nice outfit. I was really pissed because I wear boots a lot. I wear tall boots a lot. And I mean, I'm saying though, like you could have went and been a model. You could have did a lot of things with that attention. You did not have to take that attention and do all of that. That was not worth it. You wanted the attention, you got the attention. Now you got to deal with whatever fallout come from the attention you did get. Like that was like totally trashy. I did not appreciate it. It was not wanted. Anyway, how you doing for Thursday? We're going to get started in a moment. Thank you very much. We're going to start in Gemini. I never start in Gemini, so we've got strength and bondage. We've got strength and bondage straight out, and there's an 88. Who knew, right? Who knew? Strength and bondage. So someone has to be strong. Someone is binded. We've got Gemini, we've got Leo. So we definitely know that there's a Virgo involved because we've got 88, right? We've got 88 portal. Somebody went to a school 88. Somebody was born in 88. Something about 88. Someone was likes Back to the Future. Remember, they said time travel. Time travel is 88. They said you had to go 88 in order to go back in time. Doc Holliday and Michael J. Fox. So I don't know. Might be Michael. Might be a Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox. So it might be a Michael, might be somebody with the initial J, might be someone as sly as a fox or as sneaky as a fox. Doc Holliday. There might be something about a doctor over a holiday or during a holiday season or having a holiday on vacation. Another word for holiday is a vacation. So I had an 8, and I had Leo, and I had a Gemini in bondage. So there was a South Node Gemini involved in it. So they're caught up in whatever the situation is. That was Leo, Gemini, Virgo. There's a Michael, there's a J, there's someone that slides a fox, there's Sneaky, Doc Holiday, Doctor on vacation, Doctor out on call, house call, house call, Doctor made a house call, or somebody playing doctor at the house. Take what resonates. Are you licensed? All right, Gemini, let's get your cards out. I didn't write any notes last night. I told you I had to eat this pork. I'm no Muslim. All right, Hermit. 94, 2, 942, 9 for 2, 9 for 2, 9 for 2, 9 for 2. Hermit mode, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn. Balance the polarities. Hermit mode, foundation. Somebody's working on their foundation as they balance their polarities. This is the Gemini reading. So there's a bipolar Gemini that's trying to keep it together. Oh, gosh. That's what I'm getting. There's a Gemini that's in hiding, that's in hermit mode, that's trying to balance their polarities. Do they need medication? Is that a yes or no? Yes. That would be wish fulfillment. Actually, if this person were to actually go and get the help that they need, someone has a chemical imbalance. Somebody is off. They off. Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. And this is a Gemini reading. Take what resonates. Leave the rest behind. This is the Gemini reading. There's either a Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, or Pisces that is in this situation. We're going through 2 retrogrades. So somebody is definitely off their bonkers, chemically imbalanced. Someone needs to seek professional help. There is a chemical imbalance. Something is going off. That could be true for people that have a urinary tract infection. That can cause derision. Chemical imbalances like low potassium, things of that nature, chemical imbalances of the brain, frontal lobe, concussions, having too many kids back to back. You could get stuck in a mode of postpartum and you think you're functioning normal, although you never allowed your chemicals to come back to reset. So if you had kids too fast and you get used to being in that mode, you don't know that you are in postpartum. Some people can get themselves stuck there by way of not giving themselves time to heal in between kids. So someone could be experiencing a chemical imbalance. If this is a person that is older, okay. If this is a person that is older, they are indeed, they might, as you get older, your brain does change. And especially if you've experienced enough trauma in life or had enough physical altercations, that can also change the way your brain works. But this person, either they're aware or they're unaware that they're off kilter. It's something in the thinking, it's something in the brain. The elevator not doing the elevator. Okay. So yeah, that part. I don't know. I don't know, mi amor. I do love great Italian food. Italian food is the best. It is hearty. Yeah. I've never dated an Italian. I think that would be a very, very romantic thing. Okay, so yeah, Gemini. There's a Gemini actually in South Node right now. I don't know if they believe they're in South Node or not. I think they believe that they're a divine feminine, but because they have delusional point of thinking, their wish fulfillment is to fix this imbalance. Whatever it is, that's their wish fulfillment. They need to fix this chemical imbalance. They have to fix their mode of thinking. So for a Gemini out here, please get help, support. We've got 942. I pulled the 10 out to answer a question. So we've got 6 and 9, 15, which is obsession. So this person is definitely fixated, very obsessed. So they may be bipolar schizophrenic. I am not a clinical doctor. Don't quote me on that, but honestly, from what I'm looking at, I got the Hermit, the Four Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Then I got the Ten of Cups when I asked, do they need medicine? This is what I got when I asked, do they need medicine? They need to be paneled. They need all this ran through their DNA so that we could figure out what's missing or what can be replaced. Something, some chemical therapy, some hypnosis, whatever they got to go through. Yet it's something off with a person. Okay, so it's Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. Someone is definitely gone off the deep end. I can feel it. It's here. Um, yeah. Maybe the person that I was talking about in that little situation, maybe she was having a little break or something. But either way, that was definitely bad misrepresentation, and hopefully she worked her way through that. And then we had the 10, which would have made that after obsession. We had the 10, which would have made that a 25, which would have brought that to a 7. So we're definitely almost complete through the cycle. Someone is starting to be aware that this person is not okay. So somebody is starting to pay attention to the fact that this person, it goes beyond a sorry, it goes beyond a can we talk. It that this person definitely needs intervention, some type of intervention. All right, okay, let's go Cancer. Let's go Cancer. Definitely pay attention because mental health is definitely running rampant as we go through with this. I mean, there's traumatization happening everywhere, especially more so now on social media. People are addicted to the likes and the shares and all that stuff. And when people aren't getting the rhythm that they thought that they were supposed to get, they get to turning to other things. And idle hands and idle minds create, So we have people who they don't want to do too much, but they don't want to see other people do more than them. So instead of go and find something else to do that they're more, ambitious about, they'll try to destroy other people's ambition. And by way of that, they take that as success. That is some toxic ass shit. I'm sorry. I just had to say what it was. Damn. That's beyond crab in the barrel. That's some swamp monster type stuff. Like, really? You don't really want to do the hard work, but you don't want to see nobody else do the hard work. But you be damned if you do the hard work. So you're just going to destroy everything in your path. You, my dear, ma'am, sir, ma'am, are a government operative and you don't even get paid for it. The government loves you because you are indeed the very thing that they need to keep people down. When they see you and people like you and your DNA and your bloodline and people that they deem are connected to you, they see you as a community destroyer. They see you as a walking black hole. And they let you exist because once you exist, they want people to be more like you because they get money off of y'all. You stay stuck in situations that create other situations that generate everybody else money but you. They love to see you coming because you love to be broke, but you put money in everybody else's pockets by way of just being trifling. God damn. Embarrassing. Anyway, I just spoke of it and it just came out. The institutions love it, okay? Queen of Swords, there are some divine feminines that do not operate like that. You are indeed the Queen of Swords in reverse. The government love to see you coming. You don't want much but another damn baby and a little bit of check. You don't want shit. And you don't want shit for other people. They love you. You're a community destroyer. They love your ass. They love your damn kids. You fuck up everything. You keep people at the mechanics. You keep people struggling, everything. When your kids come to the store, they raise the damn price. And from your kids, they just keep the price raised. Because guess what? Your ass ain't going to the damn market. You ain't about to cook. You ain't going to wash no clothes. You want to go right back to the store and buy another outfit to throw in the corner. And it's going to stink and walk out the corner one day. The government love to see you. And a dude with no money love to see you too. Because he know that your rent ain't going to be that much because you don't want nothing for you and you don't want nothing for nobody else. He loves you. And he love to leave you because guess what? You ain't supposed to have no man in there anyway. So why would he be a man to you? Don't let that go over your head. I don't know who that was for, but somebody needs to get off the silly bus. You ain't going to be young for long. And if you're older, all of us should be in the Queen of Swords upright right now, whether you man or a woman. You should be nurturing your environment and you should be ready to cut off bull crap. You don't need to make announcements. You should be walking away because the toxic people want you to make an announcement so that they can make another announcement back. And then they want to go back and forth. Quietly. Anywho. Cancer. All preaching and stuff first thing in the morning. Magician, manifestation, opportunities. So there's a magician who wants this, and we have this 8 of Wands. We got a 189, 1 Nick 7 in the glove of your mouth. All right. So we've got Mercury here, Sagittarius and Virgo. We have somebody manifesting in Cancer. Either it's a Cancer sign or just in Cancer season. There's someone manifesting opportunities toward this summer, and they're trying to get a 9 of Pentacles with a hot lady. All right. Okay. Whether or not they're trying to get a hot lady or a hot man, they're trying to get to the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, 189. So someone's 18, 19. When I put it all together, it is 18. So someone's 18, 19. Good morning. I was wondering. He wants to change this. Go ahead. Here. So 18, 19, 189 is what I got. That goes up to 18, which turns into a 9 divine. So someone's part of a group, sector, or club, coven, clique, sorority, fraternity, institution, group, in Cancer. So someone's definitely trying to manifest new opportunities, and someone is actually trying to get married or propose, or they want a girlfriend. Somebody's ready for a relationship in Cancer. Okay, so somebody wants a shorty for the summer, or they're ready to take things a little seriously. Okay, so in Cancer, this is what I have for you. We have manifestations, opportunities, and somebody want a boo. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Okay, so this is going to gradually get good. Okay, it's not going to start all too exciting. It'll gradually get good. Take your time. The only romantic elopements happen on vacation. They happen on the beach. They happen in Vegas. They happen in a chapel, a cute chapel. They happen in a very good way. So if this man somehow talks you into a courthouse marriage, que sera. We're not looking for low minimum effort anymore. Even though, some people, this is what they choose, honestly, you That's the effort. The effort at the beginning is going to be 10 times once you get married. So if you accept the courthouse marriage and you guys don't have a big to do planned or a vacation or a house or something, why did y'all save all that money for? Was it for him to go cheat with the woman he actually wants to go have sex with and he just knows you're guaranteed to be there because you got a ring? I don't know. So just make sure you don't do no save him all the hoopla courtroom weddings and you don't know what the hell y'all saved up for. Okay? Like y'all not going straight on vacation. Y'all don't have houses or things to do. Try to figure out fuck is y'all being so cheap for, so frugal. Like honestly, unless there's an investment you guys have definitely made and planned out. Why did you let him talk you into a courthouse wedding? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. Don't let him do that. Like, why would you let him talk you into it? Like, are we okay, dude? Okay, so Cancer, let's go. All right, so done with that. Leo, let's go. Step up. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You know what? Thinking back on it, I think on my first marriage, I think I already knew. Even though I said I only wanted to get married at one time, it was like in the back of my mind, I was like, eh. I don't even have the pictures. I think I deleted them. I don't have the dress. I don't have any of it. I don't even want to see it ever again. Okay, so we got the star in Pentacles in Leo. So we have an Aquarius and Virgo coming together, and this is in betwixt now. This I haven't pulled for Leo yet. So we have the 17 and the 10, which is the 27, which is the 9, which is divine, which is clicks and circuits and things of that nature. So we have someone who's supposed to be main character energy and things of that nature, and they're trying to navigate groups and cliques. Someone's trying to stay attached to groups and organizations. So someone's trying to serve two gods at the same time. They want to be a light worker, in which they're probably a light worker, but they're operating as a dark worker. So if you're going to operate as a dark worker, just go in and be dark and just deal with the dark consequences. But if you are of the light, you cannot serve two gods. So you're going to be tortured by your own lifestyle and your own choices because you choose to serve two gods. You worship the access, you worship the fame, you worship the status that these cliques enable you to. However, you detest all the rest that comes with it. Someone is lukewarm. Lukewarm is what God spits out of their mouth. Either you're hot or cold, baby. You can't do both. And this is why your life is in upheaval. It's because you want to do both. And I'm talking about an extreme. You want to fornicate, you want to lie, steal, chill, you want to be apart, you want to use dirty money. You might not be getting your hands dirty per se, but you want access to dirty money. You want access to dirty people. You want to sit at the table with people who would go in and disassemble other people's lives. And you, by way of default, you benefit from all the dirt that you surround yourself with. But how is it that you want to be seen as clean, yet you surround yourself as dirty? That is cosplay, my dear. That is cosplay, and you are phony to yourself and God. You are disobedient to your own calling. I don't know what you're going to do. Someone is definitely in betwixt of things. But they want to be chosen, but you have not chosen yourself. How is that? How does that work? Anyway, let's get on to the Leo. Queen of Swords, cut them off. Page of Pentacles, not the goat. Queen of Wands, self-love. All right, someone is very full of themselves and they need to cut off, or the pinnacles will be cut off. Somebody is full of themselves. And Leo, excuse me, I have no numbers here. Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Someone needs to cut off their ego. Whatever they're pursuing, whatever they're doing, something needs to be cut off. We're in Leo, and I have 3 women. I have a Queen of Swords, a Page of Pentacles, and a Queen of Wands. This is interesting. This is indeed interesting. Let me see what the Page of Pentacles is in here. Because we know what the Queen of Swords. That just got me stuck. Like, I got stuck on that. Do not make judgments based on emotions. Get to the heart of the problem without indulging in gossips. Having firm boundaries, clearly expressing your ideas. So that's the Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Being consistent, getting your hands dirty, staying grounded, loyal, responsible, take your chances, grab the opportunities with effort. You can't gain, and without effort, you can't gain anything. Queen of Wands. You have encountered enough obstacles in your path. It's your time to shine and rise. Okay. All right. So this looks right, because I was going to say it, but I didn't want to say it because somebody ain't going to like it. Somebody going to be in their feelings when I say it. The reason why it's all queens, this is the Divine Feminine by Leo, in Leo. If you are in a Leo, you are now. This does not say any specific sign. Divine Feminine, though. You see this? This is you as all at all stages, right? You're seeing this backwards. This was over here. She was in the middle. This was at the end. Okay. Strength and resilience, right? So this is what it looks like when I have it, right? Somebody is about to be steamrolled over by a divine feminine. Someone is about to be steamrolled, bowled over. Someone has determination on their neck. They were advised by spirit to bowl you over. So I don't know what to tell you. This person, Leo, there is no sign. There is only air, water. All the elements are here on the board. There's earth, there's air. Oh, yeah. There's earth, there's air, there's water. And there's fire. Somebody has all the elements. They have everything. And it's about to go down. Congratulations. Greatness is about to happen. It's about to go down. That's why I had to keep looking at it like, that's this no numbers. All I'm seeing is all the elements going. It's like, anybody seen The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis and the Russian girl, Slovak, or she was a Slavic. She's Slavic. Nice movie, and he kind of didn't want to help her, but she was like the hidden element to his life, not only the world, but to his life. Like, as much as he didn't want to help her, he couldn't help but be there for her. And eventually it was like the best thing in the world. Like, someone is about to get the best thing in the world as far as their mate, man or woman. Somebody is about to experience the best love of the world. Once you get this love, you're going to ask who all them other people was. They were just moments of time. They were just mistakes. Wow, they'll turn into mistakes. Once you meet this person, anybody who you've ever met before will turn into automatic mistakes. Even if they were good to you, they will be just like, I'm so glad I lost you because I would have never found you. I'm so glad but you, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody is about to be in immense love. Someone is definitely going to be meeting their not twin flame, not soulmate, the one. Somebody is definitely about to meet the Neo of their life. That is so flattering. Oh. But yeah, someone is about to meet an awesome mate. That mate is going to change their life. Oh, wow. The world and six pinnacles. So it's equal give and take from the universe, and they'll gain the world. Oh, in that space, you guys will be the world. 26, 27, 9 and divine. So you guys' relationship, is this the relationship that I was talking about yesterday? That I was saying this relationship will be actually like ode to the world. This is someone worked for this. Someone's got karma coming. Someone put a lot of love out into the universe. Someone put a lot of care. They did all their shadow work, and they are getting the love that they never had, that they've always deserved. All those other people's were like breadcrumbs. Even if they tried to give you a whole loaf, it's crummy now, because whoever you get now is going to change your whole perspective on everything. When you see them, you see yin and yang, you see light and dark. Oh, welcome to your new world. Congratulations. By Leo season, somebody will be so enamored in love. Everything will just be like skips and skadoodles and oh, I see puppies and kitty cats and kittens and oh, and nose rubs and oh, that's so cute. Congratulations, someone. Congratulations. You deserve it. Someone deserves that. Okay, come on, Virgo. Let's get you over with. That was so mushy. Oh, I am mushy like that. That is so cute. You know, I also want to go to Japan because they like cute stuff. They like cute, mushy stuff. I don't know if I can deal with that the texture, because they like a lot of soft food. Why do you guys like soft foods? Can someone explain why such a craze for things that are mushy and chewy and stuff? What's with that? Okay, we've got Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, 21 the world. Okay, so that came out right after a shuffle. So there's definitely either a Virgo energy, Leo energy. I keep getting Leo for some reason, Neptune. Um Someone's different. They're very different, and they're very courageous. And it looks like they're coming in fast, and they're very defensive. And they're looking for a celebration, Six of Wands. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords coming in fast, very, very ready. They ready. They, I don't know. You see how he's got that curve in his back? He's like, he's He's definitely strong. He's a strong-willed man, and he's coming in for a equal celebration. So maybe he's got good family, he's got a good support system, or he's just a good support system. When he comes in, he's the other half, and the world. That's dark magic. And if you're thinking of me, you're pulling on my energy. I'm glad that you may not be highly spiritually ranking, so I can't really feel it, but that's just disgusting and weird. And that wasn't flattering at all. Okay, so Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, World Star. Okay, World Star. I don't know why I said World Star. Somebody doing all of this for attention. See, there goes that humiliation ritual thing again. This is how people try to pull on your energy and they try to do the dark magic. I don't even know these people and they'll claim that they know me off screen, but I don't. And even if I did know it, why are you weirdly following me on anonymous accounts? See, that's also including the gang stalking. Why are you so hard up to come to my page and disrupt the energy? Anyway, we've got a 621 of world. So we've got this again. We've got the 27, which we've got the 9. So this definitely will be a great partnership. This will bring some good networking, not only through families and relationships. This will also be a good business thing. You know, the person that you marry does make a difference as to the level of life you get to. So congratulations. Take your time, do this right. The world is going to be watching you because they put you through so much. Now people want to see if it actually sticks. People want to see if they've ruined your life or if they've ruined your happiness or if they ruined your chance for romance. Now is your time for you and your partner or you or the people you choose to celebrate to show the world that they didn't stop a damn thing. God prevails. They are not the God in your life. I mean, they need to find God in their life, but they need to leave your life alone because you are going on to wish fulfillment. Congratulations. Congratulations. You care because you are signed in. That does not make any sense. Ooh, good morning. Thank you. Thank you. So I just got out of Virgo and here's Libra. Okay, so whatever this clown just did, it just solidified my future. All right, so we've got Gemini, the Lovers, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, Nine of Cups. And this is in Libra, which is justice, which is karma. Okay, so karma just happened. That was a quick backfire. How quick was that? You swallowed a bottle of Tylenol. Okay, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. Bye bye. Anyway, lovers, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, Nine of Cups. We've got the Geminis to the Ace of Cups, which is mental clarity. So there is a Gemini in the North Node that is having pretty good mental clarity. Everything is clear, nothing is confusing. Although there is a big choice that they have to make in order to maintain this Nine of Cups. There is a decision, something has to be cut off or cut out or cut away, and they're going to maintain their Nine of Cups. I wonder what that is. It ain't nothing to cut that off. Yeah. All right. They need to make that in a jazz. Like, it ain't nothing to cut them off. Yeah. Yeah. Lovers, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, Nine of Cups. So we've got the 8 and the 9. And the 8 and the 9 brings about what? 17. 17. I like to look for 17 because I like, 14 is temperance. So 17 is, it turns into an 8, but I want to know exactly what the card of 17 is. I want to look. What's 17? Anybody know if they get to it before I get to it? Oh, you call yourself nobody. I thought I was talking about that the other day. When people come on and they say nobody's listening, I wonder, are you talking about yourself? Because you would be the nobody in who you're addressing. I'm just saying, it's bad. It's self talk. It's you're talking down to yourself. 17 is the star. Oh, I was wondering. I said, I just seen this star. See, 17. So that six lovers, that ace of cups, that two of swords, that nine of cups means the star. So, baby, I can't argue with you. I'm a star, 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 star. Takashi, I'm a star. So yeah, that was the clarity. That was the backfire happened immediately. It didn't even take time, my sweetie. It didn't even take time. Life needs to refund you. So in Libra, there's Gemini, there's Libra here, and there's Pisces. So oh, the Pisces. Okay, that was the hard decision. The Pisces, not the Pisces. Good Lord, the Pisces is the nine of cups. Keep them away from your cups. I'm trying to tell you, they get money hungry and they forget all about the fact that they actually have a heart. Okay, so this Libra, this means that someone needs to cut off a Libra. Someone needs to cut off someone who pretends as though they came in with equal give and take, but this person is not equal give and take. They appear to give, but they don't give anything in the long run. All right, so this is what it is. Someone needs to be cut off. This is either Libra or a Libra season or Libra to a Libra. There's some Libra that needs to be cut off in order for the lovers to prevail. There is mental clarity, and there is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups doesn't always have to mean money. I hate it when the tarot readers say your money's getting big, your money's getting big, your money's getting big, because they are eventually going to get somebody fake rob, because they probably ain't gonna have no money when the person go to try to rob them. But because you keep saying that their money getting bigger, people are going to try to see if that person has money. So like I said, the nine of cups doesn't always mean money. Sometimes the nine of cups means that you get to live comfortably that day. You get to eat. You don't, the bus won't ride by and splash the rain on you. You just get wish fulfillment. You get to keep everything intact. You don't got any extra bills sneaking up on you. Sometimes the nine of cups just means that you're secure. You're not cold. You got a way to get through in life, things of that nature. Sometimes it does mean money, but when you keep constantly saying that somebody's getting money, getting money, getting money, just be mindful that people like to rob people if they think they're getting money. Are you threatening me? You think this shit is sweet, huh? I know threatening people is for peons. And thank you for signing in. I appreciate it. Jesus is Lord. All right. So that was that for Libra. So there's definitely a Libra that needs to be cut off. Libra to a Libra. Let's even the scales. There it is. Boom. Oh, boy. Stretching. Well, hearsay and talking, bearing false witness is witchcraft. So, I mean, you actively do it every day. Anyway, Hierophant Empress. Hierophant to the Empress. This is abundance. Okay, we've got the 53. Somebody's 5335. Or this is just the 8. Somebody's getting the karma of realizing that there's going to be some quick, fast, positive movements for this Empress by way of the groups. So, get ready. The institutions are about to start reaching out, and it's going to be negative for some and positive for others. But there are groups and institutions, there are sectors, there are alphabets, there are cliques, sororities, and fraternities that are about to assist in recovering the abundance. And this can be just to the environment. Take what resonates, man or woman. Someone's community is about to flourish by way of institutions and organizations and groups. Hmm. So the world is about to change as we know it. Some people's world is about to change as we know it. Some will definitely be going up and some will be going down, but a lot of people, this is going to be a positive move for a lot of people. This will allow for people to grow. Whatever the institutions and authority figures or whatever they're about to do is about to be like a big sweep. This is what I see. Okay, so I got Libra, and now we're going into Scorpio. Scorpio. Anywho. Ooh. It's about to hit the fan. The cards just flew, and the only thing that turned over was justice. Can't say nothing. Okay. Thank you. Can't say nothing. What was that about? Somebody's got an empty cup. Instant backfire. Somebody's got an empty cup. Somebody, ooh, Scorpio, ooh, somebody, ooh. Wish fulfillment, death and transformation, King of Swords. All right. Somebody's about to have wish fulfillment is a death and transformation, and there's about to be a King of Swords. There's an authority figure, there's a boss, there's a big daddy, there's the big dick energy. I don't know if it's a man or woman, but I'm inclined to think there's a man. There's a man that's about to wreck stuff. And you see it here, this one, this all air. And when you get a man that's all air, he get real strategic on you and get real heartless. And the fact that he got this sword, it get real cutthroat around here. And this man don't look like he about to make no big announcements. I like his suit though. I like the fact that he's got on this green and this white, right? So he's a light worker. He's got very pure intentions, but you can catch this work, okay? He comes to restore. He's got on green. He comes for restoration, okay? He do not play any games. I believe this man is tired of certain things. He don't look like he play a lot. So this is wish fulfillment. This is death and transformation. Things about to change. That's the 10 of cups. This is the 13. Death and transformation. That's the 13. That's 23 so far. King of Swords. 23, which is 5. 5 is changes, options. He about to come through and swiftly change. I don't know if it's the president. I don't know what type of situation this is, but it's a big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. The fact that I'm trying to make a house, a card house right now while I'm actively talking to you, have no idea. It's so random because I usually don't be playing with my cards while I'm sitting here. But house of cards. This man about to pull everybody card. And is about to be knocked over. Okay, so yeah. That card flew. And I mean flew. I gotta go find it too. That card flew. Yeah, There's a cutthroat King of Swords that's about to come through, and somebody's about to get their wish fulfillment, but it's about to be death and transformation. I don't know. Death and transformation. So either the King of Swords is coming through to change all these other things, but the fact of the matter is he looked like he in the clouds. So hopefully this death and transformation ain't just this King of Swords died. Because why is that wish fulfillment and why is he on this side? He's on this side of death. Something's about to change big time. There will not be any announcements. Okay, so I got that 5 out of this whole thing. This is the spread that I got. Be mindful that it's probably going to look backwards to you because it came on the other side like that. Yeah, like that. So that's what I got. So be on the lookout for this big change, and it's going to be a big positive one after all. So either this guy is going to come through and physically change things, or it's going to be a whole big spiritual change because something's got to go. All right, and that was for Scorpio. All right, let's go Sagittarius. I can tell you nosy. Do you have good things in your room? Where is your room? Is your room in the basement? Do you just have a room? Do you own the whole place? Or do you rent out a room? Do you have your own room? Do you live with your mother? Do you live with your sister? Do you live with your brother? Have you ever lived on your own? Have you been able to take care of yourself on your own? Have you been able to sit by yourself on your own? Who buys your toilet paper? The government or you? These things matter. Because if you were focused on that, you wouldn't be here. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Someone's out in the cold, hard decision. Someone had to make a hard decision and put somebody out in the cold or leave someone out in the cold. Someone is no longer speaking, no longer communicating, no longer desiring to. All right, there is a 7. Is a completion, is a complete cycle. This is a complete way. Libra and Taurus. Taurus and Libra, this is what I got in front of me. Someone is about to be left out in the cold. All righty then. There you go. All right. So let's go Sagittarius. Let's see. Somebody needs some rest. We've got a Queen of Cups. Then we've got the 7 of Wands. We've got the 4 of Swords, which is rest and restoration. That is Jupiter. Jupiter in Libra. Rest and restoration. The Queen of Cups, she knows something intuitively, but she's trying to pay attention to her own things. She knows something intuitively. 7 of Wands, battle ready, skillful. We got the 4 and the 7. Someone is ascended master. I don't know if it's masculine or feminine. Take what resonates. Someone is trying to ascend. We've got Libra. We've got masculine, we've got Jupiter, and we've got Leo. So definitely there is someone trying to find balance in their feminine. They're trying to balance out their feminine. They need rest. They need someone's trying to heal. So someone is trying to heal in Sagittarius, be it a Sagittarius or a Libra or Leo. I've had a lot of Libra. So there's a lot of karma, justice, balancing out scale. So something is evening out in the universe altogether for the collective. However, someone is needing to heal, be it a Libra or a Leo. Definitely during this retrograde, you might find someone that is a little bit more sleepier than usual. That's because they need to heal. Sleep is for healing. Some people are lazy, but some people actually need to rest. They don't understand that they tired. They don't understand what being tired is. They might be sleeping, but they're not getting no rest. Somebody really needs to heal. Take their time and heal. So this is the Sagittarius reading. So far, I got Libra and I got Leo. Take what resonates. All right. Oh. Anyway, Capricorn, step up my booze. Capricorn, step up my booze. Somebody's losing sleep and they boo. Oh, three of swords. All right, three of swords. So yesterday I was trying not to say it, but I kept looking at it and I didn't want to say it right. But every time I kept saying it, somebody is heartbroken because they can't share their peen no more. And they feel like they feel like everything is stopped in their world, which pretty much was the choice that they made. And because they can no longer pass around whatever disease type of peen or cooch they got, they trying to stop your flow because they feel as though if they could give you some disease stuff, y'all will be stuck together because they done ended their life by way of being nasty, not protecting themselves, and fornicating all the time, getting in the bed with in and out with people. So there's somebody that's very heartbroken about their sexual decisions, about their choices in life. Somebody's really heartbroken. Either they're 39 or they was born in 93. This person could be 39 or 93. I got Libra and Gemini, which means it's an air sign. It could be an Aquarius. I see bats. Ooh. Dark night of the soul. So somebody is definitely going through the dark night of the soul. It looks like it's being like very prolonged. The year 93 or the age of 39. So since the age of 39, they've kind of known about this, or something happened in 93, or they got it, or they messed with somebody who was born in 93. So if you 39, this person was born in 93. You mess with somebody young and got it, or you young and you got it. Oh boy. Oh man. Be mindful, be very careful, protect yourself, go to the doctors regularly, keep your results, ask for my charts if possible, wait 30 days, do whatever you can to protect yourself. I'm trying to tell you, be very, 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 very careful. There are people out here that will give it to you because they haven't taken care of themselves and they need somebody to be as miserable as them. They trying to stop you. They stop their shine, so they trying to stop your shine. People are evil. People are trying to ruin other people's lives, especially people that they deem attractive. They want to take you off of the market. If they feel like you can get somebody better looking than them, they want to put you in a situation to where you can't. If they feel as though you can get somebody that can get more than them, they want to put you in a situation to where your options are smaller. If they can by some way intimidate you or intimidate the people that you choose to come around you, they would do that. That's a very lack mindset, and that's like a Neanderthal. That's like an animalistic person. So if you can try to get away from people who act like stupid animals. There you go. Gang stalking is real and it's also a criminal offense. Eight of Swords, and the fact that you're so emboldened means that there is a situation in where you feel as though your authority or whatever authority you hold cannot ever be questioned by anyone. And by way of compromising a situation and making me feel uncomfortable on my own website, I do not appreciate it. And I do see it as a terrorist threat. Thank you. Eight of Swords, binding in bondage. Eight, that's karma. We're in retrograde. Um, Keep in mind, yeah. So there will be situations in which, attempting to. So it's a clown that's trying to work their way into the energy because they want to be seen, although they're only being famous for being a clown. And really, if they really had to survive on their own without social media, they would not. If they actually had to log off due to misuse of electronic devices, they wouldn't have a foot to stand on. So I believe that they should actually retain this pleasure and this leisure. Ooh, are you angry? Are we angry when people speak the truth to you? We cannot act as children always. There are adults that take their lives seriously. If you have a mom and she cares about you, would she care that you attack other people's mothers? Yes, she would. That is embarrassing. Someone would have to actually put their house up. And when they ask the police, why would they put their house up to get you out of jail? They're going to say, because you on the internet talking shit to somebody who ain't talking shit to you. Okay. All right. So we done with Scorpio. We're done with that. We're in Capricorn. We did Capricorn. So now we're going to Aquarius. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of, ooh, Nine of Cups came out. Ooh. So we have a King of Cups and a King of Pentacles, and we've got the Nine of Cups. Everybody seems to be looking at her. Cap? Cap? Everybody seems to be looking at her. Honey, you have a choice. Honey, you have a choice. Let me wake up. Hello, honey, you have a choice. You have a choice, Capricorn. You have a choice in the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles to your Nine of Cups. Now, depending on the man that you choose, just know that they both have their own thrones and they both show up in different ways. This man shows up a bit metrosexual. I don't know if you like that type of thing. Doesn't mean that he's ultra obviously a bad man. Just know that you may be in competition with this man. He has eyeliner, you have eyeliner. He has lipstick, you have lipstick. He wears heels, you wear heels. I don't know if you like that type of thing, but just know if you like this type of man, you will be in constant competition. I don't know. Some people like that. Some people like catty men. Some people like to go back and forth. Count your drawers, okay? Count your drawers. And if you get this man, you see how manly he is. He sits with the legs slightly agape, letting you know that he is very assertive in the way in which he is. He has on Oxfords. He has on Oxfords or brogues. He has on nice shoes. He has on the nice shoes. He's dressed in nature. Beautiful, right? The way he shows up, nice in restoration. He has Oshun behind his back. He's a very strong king and he's very spiritual. You see this orb here. He's come to heal and restore. So whatever you want, you see this one has this dainty little thing here. It's very dainty. Look, he has these things. I don't know if this man is a pirate. He'll definitely steal your shit. Not only your personality, he'll probably steal your other boyfriends. You got to watch out for men like this. Some of you aren't aware that the reason why he wants a very, very beautiful woman is not because he feels as though you're beautiful. It's because you attract the type of men that he likes. You are now in the MJ Johnson zone. The reason why a man of his stature would probably want to date a very nice looking female is because you attract the men that he likes. You attract DL men. And by way of you are the conduit to the relationship. They can use you, going out with you, clubbing with you, hanging with you to cover up the fact that they swing swords behind your back and probably in front of your face, depending on the type of woman that you are. They probably talk to you about threesomes and you agree, thinking that you are the meal in between. No, you are the Chinese finger trap. Oh, shit. You're like the Chinese finger trap. Oh my gosh. Why did this just process in real time in my face? They need you as the glue. You are the Chinese finger trap of the two men. His beautiful self wants to be with you because you attract the men that he likes. He likes straight appearing guys, and you are the perfect cover. So if he could get a really bad chick, he could get the nice dudes that are attracted to the bad chick. Oh my gosh. That just made my wrist weak. This means a lot to me. I almost want to cry. Like, what the fuck? Some of these good looking thug dudes that claim that they love me and I'm the baddest chick in the world. They want access to you. I am not a Chinese finger trap. I am not the one to attract your future boyfriend. Leave me out of it. I am not coming into agreement with that. All cap. All cap. All cap. This is a Capricorn reading. I'm not sure that what I came up across. What the fudge? Give me this man who's not looking for the men that want me. If I ain't got one thing to worry about, is another. On one end, you got to worry about me getting with a man who only want to be with me because of the men that I attract. And then on the other hand, I got to worry about the damn funky ass hoes that want to hoe off my hard work. They only want to be around so they can suck a nigga dick that they think attracted to me because they feel like that's going to get them a lot closer to the pot of the milk and honey. Damn it, that's why I don't want no damn friends. Oh, y'all shiesty as hell. Oh, damn, Gina. I had to scoot off the screen for that. Because, I mean, I'm saying, man, go get your own stuff. I just want love. Got the goddamn hoeing off my hard work. Come on, Aquarius. I'm done here. Shit. Growing up and processing and realization is a damn thing. Shit. Now you know why a lot of people opt to be by themselves. Why is you here? What do you want? Does the buck stop here, or are you shopping? Are you using me to window shop? Are you triangulating the world with me? Huh? It's like I'm the most expensive goyet on the market, and you want to use me to attract things, and you want to get it out my bag. Get the fuck out of here. What? Wait a minute. What? Aquarius, let's go. I'm stopping at Taurus because that's where I started at. And Aquarius brought that funky ass straight on out here as soon as I said something. You think I'm lying? I ain't lying. So the portal is being gone through, okay? Aquarius is here. We are the star main character energy. It's real out this bitch, okay? I'm trying to say, Ari. And we got the Page of Cups because I'm in my goddamn feelings about this shit right now. Because what the fuck you mean? Because what you mean? God dang it. You know. I'm going to have to spend this shit. God damn it. Eight of Swords, there's that binding. So, unfortunately, I ain't gonna be able to wipe off my looks and just throw them to the damn side. I ain't gonna be able to stop being me. So it is what it is. I'ma just had to be doing a lot of sucker watching. That means a lot of isolation and a lot of a lot of ducking out you suckers. I'm trying to tell you. I can't be with you. What can I do for you? I can point you to your next trick or your next dick. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but this ain't the stop and this ain't the shop. Okay, you need to hit TikTok. All right, bars. And I'm an air tron, so I got it all, baby. I ain't lying to you. I look. I ain't mad at you. I hate the play and I ain't gonna hate the game. But you go on and do what you got to do. I ain't ashamed. You know what I'm saying? If you think that boy over there fine and you want me to go holler at him for you, you know what I'm saying? Look, Ricky. All right, Ricky, it's not. It's okay if dick is what you like. But don't use me, shorty. I don't want to lay down with you, honey. I ain't even pressed like that. But I will introduce you to yo over there if that's what you like. For a small finding fee, since I mean shit, you ain't got to do none of that with me. Look, we can just charge a small finding fee for the niggas that come look at me so they can go look at you. I can redirect. I can do that much for you. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what I gotta do, ain't no simping in my pimping. You feel me? Sure, you want that hoe over there? Let me go over there since I seem to be the hoe maker. Smacking these bitches and domesticating these hoes. Now you know. Anyway, let me calm down. Sips tea. Look, and I got my Capricorn sitting there watching the whole show go down. So baby, it's real. Okay, so we had the portal is open, babe. The portal is open. There is a right. Walk through with all greatness, divine feminines, divine masculines. Since we all figured out what they got going on out here, everybody's trying to change the world. We ain't trying to change the world. We trying to be a squirrel and we letting you get your nut. All right, so we doing our thing here. We are the star. We giving main character energy. Take what resonates. Doesn't even matter what signs. It ain't a lot of signs out here. We only got Aquarius out here, which is the star bearer, which is the main character energy. And anybody can be a star as long as they appreciate it and they grab it and they answer the call. There are some people that are in the situation. They're bonded, not blinded, bonded by the light. It is blinded by the light. So we're in a situation in where we have the dark workers sitting there trying to mix up with the light workers because they know by way of light we will lead them to more people with the light. Hell no, we ain't taking your ass and you ain't going. So make sure you pay attention to the tension that you bring to you because there are some people that are attracted to your light by way of just trying to use it for more darkness. They are using it to find other people that are just as nice and just as attractive as you, and they plan on using them. They plan on using them as a battery to their career, to their living situation, to their status. They're going to use you to social climb. They are using you for clout. Do anything for clout. Hey, do anything for clout. Hey, do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Perfect example is Offset and Cardi B. Even though Offset had a chance to stay in the light via the Amigos when they got that money. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people, they can get through the portal, they can get through the levels, but once they get to certain levels, they start acting weird. They start doing things. They start forgetting the path. Okay. Once you start forgetting the past, things start working weird. Remember, the Amigos was 3 guys that were free. They were not in jail. They did not have a bunch of kids. They were not doing bad. They were growing up and learning. First thing he did was get married, which means he goes straight into God's face and plays. He straight told God, I'm going to listen to you. No more devil for me. This is her. Boom. The minute you do that, you are now in front of God, telling God a lie straight to his face. Now, all hell got to break through in your life and everybody's life around you until you are then cut off and in isolation, and you can no longer spread your karma to people. But because he is an influencer, karma has already been spread and contagiously spread throughout everybody's career who he's been around. His any mention of him, anything he's touched or came around, something has been compromised by him just being a part of it. That's just one example. I could go on and you could go on. Now that you're thinking about it, you can go on and say, hey, some people they was all right till they got with such and such. Some people they was all right till they brought this person around. Some people was all right, yeah, because those people are energy drainers. And when I say energy drainers, I'm not saying that they make you go to sleep. What I'm saying is they, by way of by way of resources, they limit your contact. People come around them and they see you around and they like, I don't even want to be around neither one of y'all. You see what I'm saying? There are people who come around and they naturally cut off your resources by way of just being associated. Yes, God does hand out RICO charges. He don't like they little ugly ass. He don't like your little ugly ass. He say, fuck your mama and her raggedy ass prayers because she raised your little monster ass. So yeah, you can be affected by someone else's karma. Because one, they keep helping your little ugly ass. Two, they keep trying to forgive your little ugly ass. Three, they keep letting you come around. And the fact that you keep being let in means, okay, now I got to beat your ass because you keep spreading your resources with somebody I'm telling you stop fucking with because they messing up the church's money. And hopefully there's a 1-800 number where you can get compensation from being around clown ass niggas. Or what we call is sissy ass bitch ass niggas. Take what rest means. Anyway, that was Aquarius. Come on, Pisces, because them last few signs, they was raggedy, okay? We got some people with some ego issues, and they don't know how to grow up and get out of the Peter Pan system, and they don't realize that the types of things that you show people stick with you for a very, very long time, not unless you change something or do some type of atonement or clean up your act. But people do remember when you show your ass a lot more than when you didn't. Just know. Two of Wands, someone has traveling plans. Somebody wants to get away. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They wore that damn song out at Six Flags one year. I was like, shit, I want to get away from the speakers. It was hot. Everybody was taking up the little space at the turkey hut. When the turkey hut, did nobody realize that that wasn't even a damn turkey leg? Because a turkey leg not supposed to be that big legally. That was a pork leg your ass was eating. And I feel so bad for all the Muslim brothers that was, I eat nothing at this pork. Just stop me at the turkey leg hut. Just stop me at the turkey leg. Nigga, you just ate a whole pig leg. It's not supposed to be funny, but no, you mean that wasn't always turkey. That was some pig legs that was tapered down for your for your enjoyment. That let me know your ass was cosplaying, because a real Muslim would have brought his own damn food and it probably wouldn't have had no meat in it anyway. Anyway, I know they can't stand to see me coming, because now that I started telling you what I was thinking, now you don't want to know. But I was supposed to be a dumbass, slow ass hoe. No, I'm a smart, wonderful woman who you couldn't turn into a hoe. And slow? No, baby. I was too fast for you and too quiet for you to know, baby. Because you like to tell people a lot of bullshit. You do. And I sat there quietly and let you run your damn mouth, and you ran yourself down to the south. Buka. What you want? Buka. Is this thing dead? Did you put it on the charger? Now, this thing, I'm gonna put it on the charger for him. He must have snuck down and got it last night. Either way, so for Pisces, we got the Two of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and Death and Transformation. So somebody's definitely changing, having to change. This is somebody really wanting to get away from their way of life. So someone is actually realizing that they don't want to be a hoe no more. They don't want to be a player no more. What comes straight to you? It don't never once you charge up the thing. This but I put the charger right next to the thing. He just relies on me. This is weaponized incompetence. If your child does this to you, start reprimanding now, because he don't even know this thing about to start being dead all the way until he realized he need to put it on the charger. I am not going to keep doing this. Anyway, so yeah. Two of Wands, Knight of Wands. Somebody don't want to be a player no more. Somebody is actually about to probably purchase condoms. They're probably actually going to start carrying condoms in their pocket. Oh shit! Go ahead. All right. Not only are they going to start carrying condoms in their pocket, they're also going to start protecting their brain and their mind. They're also going to start like really changing the content that they listen to. Somebody is actually going to make some changes, and they're going to be able to think clearer once they get all of that gunk out their head that they keep listening to. Somebody is actually about to start actively changing their scope. That is good. That is actually beautiful for someone who recognizes that some things do need to change. I ain't saying that your whole life is wrong, but if a simple few tweaking could change a lot of the things in your life, it can actually change some blockages that you might not even notice that you had. You might see that you're getting money, but you might be getting money, but if you got to spend it really fast, how much money are you really getting? If you only getting enough to break even, then you're really not getting it like that. You understand? So certain tweaks can actually help retain, and it'll actually make you say no a lot more, and it'll actually give you a little bit of pause when you're making decisions. The impulsiveness has to stop. Trust me, slowing down a little bit save you a lot of money, and I'm not just talking Geico. All right, so there you go for the Pisces. Somebody is being highly intuitive. Doesn't mean you're in Pisces, but it does mean that you're actually becoming more awake to the actions and the repercussions of your actions and the consequences. Take what resonates. It could be an Aries, could be an Aries season. I see a Scorpio. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire. There's a lot of ambition. I see 86. It could be 86 or 68. Someone between the age of 35 and 68 needs to hear this. It is not too late for you to change a little bit of things in your perspective, because guess what? It's going to block your money. It's going to block your creative flow as long as you don't change the way you see things. Like, you might have been pulling the baddest bitches all your life, but then you got to realize you're only at the end of the day, you're only going to be allowed one. And if she's truly bad, she don't want no ran through ass nigga with a bunch of women calling him on his phone, pulling up, talking about I used to date him, giving her evil looks, because eventually she's going to feel like she's not safe with you and you're not a safe choice. So she can leave. I mean, the same way y'all come up with narratives in y'all head, women do come up with narratives, and you think you're going to be a bad, you're going to be with a bad woman, and she think you just actually just bad. And some women not going to say nothing to you. They just going to slowly fade you out, because we don't know how you're going to react nowadays. We see it every time on internet all the time. Some of you guys, y'all be like, okay, y'all cool with being let down, rejected, or y'all cool with actually having access and then the access being taken away. Now that's where the danger is when you say yes the first time and then you eventually realize that it should have been a no. Some people can't handle that they actually got access to you, and that they might have been the reason why you no longer want them to have access to you anymore. Some people be butt hurt, and it take a blow to their ego, but they never realize that it wasn't that you planned on changing your mind, and it wasn't that you was playing a game. It's just that they didn't realize that they wasn't all that. When you went into that person, you probably thought they were cute. They presented well. They smelled nice. They might have had a car. They might have had something initially that made you look their way. And that made you say yes. And that made you say yeah to that first date and exchange numbers. However, a couple sentences, a few interactions, and you realize, hell to the no. Some people are not able to handle post rejection. Some people would rather just be hurt from the get go rather than go through post rejection. And post rejection only come from taking a chance and getting to know a person. You take a chance, you get to know a person, you think this person is good for 24 hours, but after the 24 hours, they think that they got you locked in. So now they ready to act weird. But you like, oh, hell to the fuck no. You was cute, but it ain't never get like that. So now I don't want nothing to do with you. Now this person, because they not realizing that they moved weird, it's your problem. Now you gay, you a lesbian, you a transgender, you hurt, you dirty, you this, that, and the third. But they not saying the weird shit that they did that made you say, oh, hell no, that changed your yes into a no. And it's crazy because a lot of y'all homeboys don't tell y'all the whole story. They just be like, yeah, she is this, she is that. I went over Shorty house and I seen this and that. And I was like, nah, I'm good. No, tell them. Shorty said, once you took your shoes off and she smelled the devil come up under her nose, she said, nah, I'm good. Shorty seen them holes in your drawers and she was like, I want to go to bed tonight. And you was like, yeah, you took that shit and you ran with it. Yeah, you ain't say how you actually was plotting on Shorty. You didn't tell how you kept coming over Shorty house with no gas and saying, can I borrow $20? You just straight went over your homeboy's house and said, yeah, she broke. Shorty broke. No, you dry as fuck, yo. You dry as fuck. And you tried to get motion off of her. Some of you niggas is as bad as a prepaid Visa card. Nobody's loading you, you dumb fucker. Anyway, somebody needed to hear that. Maybe it was a water sign, maybe it was a Pisces. You dry. Just because you used the last bitch lotion. Yeah, just because you used the last bitch lotion on your elbows and your knees and you looked a little moisturized, once you took that shower, Shorty realized you was fucking dry. Especially when you tried to go in her shit and re-moisturize so you could go see the next bitch with your dry ass. Yeah, that part. But you ain't tell nobody that part. You using bitches for their bath and body works. So you can go and get your bath and your body work. Yeah. You're playing for an hour just so you can get a shower. Yeah, let's talk about it. A little bit of cologne, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's your pip juice, right? That's your pip juice. You're not telling that the only time you eat a good meal is when you can get a good feel. You're not telling nobody that. Because other than that, you was at Mickey D's. You was at the Burger and the King having it your way, the only way that you could pay. Yeah. You didn't tell nobody that you hadn't had no steak in a whole year till you suck the bone off a Shorty over there and she fed you good. You ain't telling nobody that you performing for the meals. You ain't telling them that you're doing that. You tried to screw her through the ceiling because you wanted some mashed potatoes the next day and you kept mentioning it mid-stroke. I ain't never ate before. I'm hungry. Your mothers would be embarrassed because you keep going over people's house starving. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm ashy. Come on, Aries, step on over here with your ragged hair. Fuck your couch, Charlie Murphy. Fuck your couch. Rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. He was the man's. CB4. We got a bunch of fake ass entertainers and they only entertaining each other. The only reason why you getting them spins, Joe, is because your homeboys keep watching you. And they show you, and I don't know if they show you as an example of what is and what not to do. Whose energy is this? We got an Aries. This was supposed to be. Is it? You want to be a rapper? Turn she. All right, we got somebody who's only famous because the homeboys watch. You hood famous. That's what's up. I ain't gonna hate on you. Could be hood famous, but sometimes you stay local because you're just local. All right, Knight of Wands Empress. So, oh, sugar daddy. I hope this Night of Wands ain't get nobody pregnant because she gonna be abundant by herself and he's still gonna be him. Please don't have no babies thinking you gonna tame or maintain no guy, because if he don't want you today and if he didn't want you before, he might be one of them ones who just need a hot and a cot. They will get you pregnant just so they can have a pit stop amongst the way. If they know you do tears, they will learn how to cry on spot. I don't know who needs to hear this. But Empress, if you are abundant, hide your damn abundance. Hide your taxes, hide your cars, hide your visa, hide your prepaid, hide your nigga, hide your kids. Hide the juice, hide the milk, hide that big ass bowl, hide the big bowl. Cause that's one of the power plays. If a man ever come in your house and get one of the mixing bowls and eat cereal out of it, escort his ass out expeditiously. I said it. Why you knock down my calendar? That's a Capricorn messing with time. So somebody plans on wasting somebody's time. Girl, don't get pregnant. Get off my calendar. Don't get pregnant. That's a Capricorn. So there's somebody who's going to act like they serious, even though that they got feelings for you, and the feelings ain't gonna save the fact that they will leave your ass with a child if they can't get you to do what they want you to do. This is a power move. This is a domination move. From the cereal to getting you pregnant, it is not in no way an investment. So don't you think your little cooch is that damn powerful? Okay, okay. Aries. Your thing is not all the medicine he needs in the world. All right, we got Aries. Oh boy, we got the groups and we got the Hierophants and we got the 7 Wands, 9 Pentacles. Oh boy. So I'm talking to some good click, some inspo. Oh, we talking to a group. There's a group, there's a click that gets down like this, and whatever I'm saying is enlightening them. They probably all looking to the left and the right of each other like, oh boy, I have built a social group from hell. Yep. Yes, you did. That's what you did. All right, so just be skillful in releasing yourself and maintaining your pinnacles. I don't know if we got NDAs or whatever contracts we got going on, but trust yourself to remove yourself with your information and be protected. Make sure you have names and numbers of people, and make sure you pay attention to who you gave what information to, because this is going to be a bit of a messy one for a little bit as people start to separate and go into the groups they need to be in. Someone is definitely going into a big old defense. Leo, don't know if it's a Leo man or woman, but somebody is getting real skillful at defending themselves and fighting them haters off. You see all the haters down there? He's sticking them, he's poking them like, pew, 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 get away, dragon style. I was not being racist, but he is Asian, and I was a fan of Saturday morning matinee, whether I was the example or not. Crouching tiger, hit the dragon. Thank you very much. All right, so somebody is definitely becoming almost like a ninja in these streets. They becoming very skillful at wah wah. They be strong on it, like wah wah wah, clown, clown, ha, play ha, no ha. Oh, oh, what y'all? Somebody is really good. They're really good at strong arming people. They're like the stiff arm, Heisman, football. Somebody is definitely good at defense and blocking. Oh shit, is that me? I do. I block. I do. I do. I do. I've been told I got a good jab too. So definitely just keep on being sucker free from all of these institutions and situations and groups and cliques that would have you come and play suckers and play a clown for them. So somebody has definitely been skillful at blocking out all of this stuff and not joining into all of this stuff, and definitely just stay on their way and keeping it. Congratulations to the sovereign human being. We've got Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. Take what resonates. This is the Aries reading. This is the Aries reading. So we are in Aries season presently. So this is currently happening now. People are learning how to duck and dodge, getting themselves tied into contracts that no longer serve them and will not serve them in the long run. Somebody's definitely going to do a Kanye. Remember what happened when Kanye was getting Balenciaga to let him go? How much of a fool he had to act in order to get them to cancel that contract. Somebody knows good and well how to get fired. Because some people ain't gonna let you go. Some people won't let you quit. You gotta make them fire your ass so that you can get unemployment. He was a damn genius when he bust that move. Gotta be quicker than that. So we started off in Gemini. Now we're here. We're in Taurus. Up. Gotta go in a minute. We're in Taurus. We're in Taurus. All right. So Taurus, we got the Empress, we got abundance, we got 3993. Somebody's born in 93. This keeps coming out. Somebody's born in 97. 397. All right. We got the 10, we got the 9, we've got a 19. So we've got a 10. We've got wish fulfillment still happening. Wish fulfillment is here. Somebody is going forward to have a beautiful and great life in Taurus or Gemini. There's a Taurus Gemini cusp. We have Virgo, we have Leo here. We have definitely feminine. We have 3, which is the Empress. We have the 9, which is the Pentacles. That would have been a 12, and to the 7. And the 7 would make that 19, which makes that a 10, which makes that wish fulfillment. So congratulations to the Empress and the Empress and the now Emperor, who has now learned how to duck out the bullshit. See, this is how that came in. We got an Empress who knows how to hold it down and hold on to the abundance and grow things. We have the 9 of Pentacles, which is definitely the embodiment of their relationship. And we have this 7 of Wands, which is the man fighting off all these challenges that would try to come at them. Until next time, love you. This has been Nyx.